Is there some way we can use the magic of technology to bring us a feeling for what it's like to be a person that starts becoming a part of them included in the technology?
And Garry, I think this is an ideal time. Let's roll the video.
I'm Amanda Boxtel. I'm 43 years old. My accent is Australian, yet I live in Basalt, Colorado. It was February 27th, 1992. I rode the chairlift to the top of the mountain. I skied down to the flats on this intermediate blue run, and I stopped again and I looked out at the view, and I just took off. And within a few meters, I crossed my tips, and in slow motion I did a somersault. My back hit the ground beneath me. I shattered 4 vertebrae in a split second. I felt this electric current. It was just like turning off a light switch that zapped through my legs, and it was a zzz, and then they crumbled on top of me and there was nothing. The most significant memory I have was a couple of weeks later when a young doctor strode into my hospital room and he said, "Amanda, you'll never walk again." And I wanted to prove him wrong. So badly wanted to prove him wrong. And it's taken me almost 20 years of living in a wheelchair to understand that hope and acceptance do and must coexist. And with bionic technology, my hope is real. Thank you. What's it like to be paralyzed? Step into my shoes. Surrender your mind to all sensation and movement below your pelvis, just for a moment. The wheelchair is a universal symbol for disability. It inherently labels me as being disabled. And I ask you, is the word disabled empowering or disempowering. I've struggled for 22 years to overcome being disabled. For the first time in the history of movement, we now have another mobility option, and that is the bionic exoskeleton suit. It's pretty cool, isn't it? But ladies and gentlemen, it's so much more than not being able to walk again. When someone sustains a spinal cord injury, as I did 22 years ago, that person is prone to osteoporosis, to joint contractures, muscle atrophy. I've grieved the loss of my legs, the loss of my sexuality, not being able to avoid urine on my own, limited circulation in my legs, swollen ankles or cankles, so incredible edema. But the biggest factor is that daily I live with intense neuropathic nerve pain. And that neuropathic nerve pain is sometimes off the charts. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's an 11. When I walk in this device, all of those secondary complications dissipate. I have a better circulation in my legs, I sleep better, I can think more acutely, but my nerve pain dissipates completely. And that is quality of life. Imagine if this technology could not only improve quality of life, but if it could give freedom of mobility and also become an extension of our senses. That's where the future is heading. With robotics and 3D printing, we're now able to look at manufacturing so that the technology becomes lighter, more flexible, and a very robust material. Almost as if my DNA becomes a part of the technology itself. And when we spoke, when I heard Garry and Glenn speaking, it's about merging man with the machine, fusing technology with biology. So we're becoming closer to that point of singularity, so that we're shifting from what is utilitarian and mechanical to something that is a kinematic art form of design and beauty. Science fiction has exoskeletons, and they're the great equalizers. Ripley helped with the Alien Queen, and Tony Stark became a super action hero, and Iron Man. Arthur C. Clarke said, no significantly advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. But this is not science fiction, and this is not magic. It is here, it's real, it's here right now. I ask you, people often see things as they are and say, well, why? I encourage you to see things that never were and to say, why not? But this is emotional for me too. I get to stand here, look at the very back of the room. I'm standing up eye to eye next to Glenn and Garry. And there's a role reversal. We're standing and you're all sitting now. And Garry, I ask you for that delicious heart-to-heart hug. Can I have a hug?
You certainly can.
Thank you.
Amanda, what you represent is something so profound. We have in the employment arena and with business an aversion to technology, an aversion to robotics. It's taking away our job. And we don't see how technology can fuse with us personally and actually make our humanity expressed in such a wonderful way. And you demonstrate that directly.
Thank you so much. I believe that when I stand up, I'm not only just standing for me, I'm standing for every sister, brother, family member. I walk for my mother. but I also walk for humanity, because we're on the precipice of augmenting human potential like never before and taking it to unimaginable frontiers.
Well, we feel so strongly about that. We've dedicated an entire practice group to that mission. And we ask you, would you be available to actually talk during breaks and that with our audience? I think people could gain so much from your insight and what you see and how technology can work in such a positive and constructive manner.
Absolutely, Gary. Why don't we meet outside in the lobby during the breakout session? Come see it up close and personally, touch it, feel it, ask me any questions. I'm not afraid.
Outstanding.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I officially welcome you to the 2014 Executive Employer Conference. And as you step out of this room, I ask you to take each step with intention, to walk with pride. And as I exit the stage today, I'm going to leave you with the empty wheelchair. And allow that empty wheelchair to become a symbol of a new movement to celebrate human ingenuity and the power of exoskeleton technology to turn a life around. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of the program and use this inspiration to bring you forward throughout the entire program. We really appreciate your participation.